Madeira Beach at the Bikers Festival. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day, and we have a very wonderful man with us from the Marines, Frank. Frank, welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Good. Just a little about yourself.
Well, I did 6 years in the military, got out, went to college. Well, I did a little, I was working as a correctional officer for a short while after I got out of the military. And then I went to college. I became a mechanical draftsman.
Excellent. Excellent.
And then I switched after a few years and became a hairstylist. My girlfriend was a hairstylist. She was making more money than I was.
Yeah,
I was a junior draftsman. She was making more money than me. So I switched.
What would you do in the service? I know you were in the Marines.
Yeah, I was a grunt. Okay, I went in parasol. I was an 0311, but I had a secondary MOS. 0331 machine guns. I carried M60 in Vietnam. I was with 1st Marines.
Oh, super.
I was Alpha Company 11. Hill 55 was my battalion area. We run our patrols out of Hill 55. 24-hour, one squad would come in and another one go out. So it was kind of 24-hour running patrols. Most of them were at night. You know, it was just a little north of Da Nang.
Right.
Dodge City was my area of operation. If anybody's been in that area, they've heard of Dodge City.
Right.
Ducky, of course, Two Cal Bridge was out in the middle of nowhere on Highway 1. We had French bunkers on each end of that bridge, and my outfit, we manned those bunkers for about a month, running patrols at night, patrolling the road, make sure the bad guys didn't set up booby traps.
You were there at the same time that Greg was there.
I was there 66 to 68.
Well, I was there in 68, 69.
So you probably bunked into each other.
We could have.
I remember
Two Cal Bridge.
I remember Dodge City because John Wayne was there.
Absolutely. But Two Cal Bridge, you know, if you know that area. Ducky.
My first jump was Cameron Bay, and the next one was Da Nang.
Okay, so Cameron Bay is way south. That's down Saigon area. And then your second jump was
Da Nang, when they came under attack and
Sure.
they didn't have any ammunition, so they sent in a battalion of Rangers with ammo.
Right. Well, I know that area well. As a matter of fact, I used to listen to WRVN radio out of Da Nang, out of Monkey Mountain.
Monkey Mountain.
Yeah. And every once in a while, we'd get to go into Freedom Hill. They had a big PX there, Freedom Hill, China Beach. I spent 3 days there. I had an in-country R&R for 3 days. China Beach. Yeah, it was.
One of my best friends is a Marine Corps vet, Larry Wilcox. He's a movie star. I've introduced him to Richard.
Okay.
He's out in L.A. He was in the TV hit show Chips.
Oh, really?
He was a blonde guy,
of course,
with Eric Estrada.
Yes.
And when I met him in Da Nang, he told everybody that everybody was going to get killed because the Rangers were there. And we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, well, you know, I went on a lot of operations when I was there. My outfit, I remember spending Christmas in a Australian camp, Australian Marines.
Yeah.
And we also went on lots of operations with the Korean Marines. We call them the Rock Marines.
The Rocks.
Yeah, they're very good fighters. They're crazy.
They were the baddest guys I ever met
Absolutely.
in my life.
We used to go on patrols with those guys. And the Marines, boy, we had a lot of respect for the Koreans. Those Rock Marines.
We go into a bar. We go into a bar as MPs to break up a riot. We only had to let one rock go, and that was the end of it.
I tell you, you guys are impressing me. You really are.
But we also worked with, had some Canadians over there, as a matter of fact. Quansha, what mountain? Quansha Mountain. In the mountains, we met some Canadians over there too. But we went on operations with the Australian Marines, and a lot of people didn't even know the Australians were there. But right out in the middle of nowhere, they had this camp. And when we left that camp the next day, we were all wearing Aussie hats, and they were wearing ours. We had their shirts and hats. We had a good time.
You're impressing me, that's for sure. All I did in the service was did. I was a radioman.
That's okay.
That's all I did.
That's all right.
Oh, wait, I did take you guys over there to fight.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah. I said, I'd be happy to take you over there again.
I remember I had a Heinz soup can with string on it. And
that's me. Hello.
Well, you know, it's funny because it's been so long ago, but it's still like yesterday. You just don't forget.
That's for sure.
But you tend to forget about some of the bad times, and you remember a lot
only
of the good times.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, I can tell war stories for a year.
Yeah.
And honest to God, I can.
I do it every year.
I remember being pinned down in the rice paddies, so scared that all I could do was drink water out of my canteen. I couldn't move. But we were so pinned down, we couldn't move. I mean, I could tell war stories. I can remember being ambushed 7 times in a 24-hour period. If you can believe that.
Wow.
7 times my outfit got ambushed. You lose so many guys. But 7 times. And I tell people they don't believe me.
Just think about those poor 300 Marines that are in Baghdad right now.
320 of them. And they're getting surrounded. Yep. And I feel bad for them. I wish I was there. I swear to God, I wish I was
I'd make
there.
one more jump. We had a couple of commanders here today that said they would too.
I told my wife this morning.
This is going to be worse than Wake Island if we don't do something.
We can't lose those Marines. If we do, there's going to be hell to pay. That's all I got to say. Because there's no way that we should be losing Marines over there.
No.
Especially when we've known for a long time, days and weeks. Yeah, we, you know, a lot of bad times, a lot of good times.
Frank, I thank you for your service.
Oh, Frank.
My pleasure. I'll tell you what. I
tell you, I'm impressed, Frank. Thank you. And you guys are fantastic. You're one of the best.